Hi, my name is Sam and this is By Hook or By Needles, and today we're doing this stitch. This is a crochet stitch. It is called the grid stitch. For obvious reasons, it looks like a grid. It is a 2-row repeat. A 2-row repeat, and you have multiple of 4 stitches plus 2 plus 1 for the foundation row. I don't know why they don't, I'm not sure, but anyway, sometimes when they say 4 stitches plus 2, I think to myself, well, surely then it's just 6 stitches all the time plus 1. Anyway, it says 4 stitches plus 2 plus 1. So I'm going to do a chain of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I think I'll do a chain of 15. So let's have a look. We start off with a slip knot. Once again, I'm working with DK yarn and a 4.5mm hook, just because I think that makes it a little bit easier to see what I'm doing. And I'm using some DK weight yarn. So what did I say I was going to cast on? 15, didn't I? Oh dear, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. Now the last chain is actually just a stitch to give you some height. It is not counted as a stitch, and you go into the second back bump. Once again, if you're one of those people who doesn't like to go in the back bumps, then just go into the side of the chain as you would normally, or do whatever you would normally do. I always go into the back bump just purely because I think it just looks nicer at the bottom when you are finished. So into the second chain from the hook, and we are just going to work a single crochet. Then we're going to do a second single crochet and chain 2. Chain 2, skip 2, 1, 2, and go into the third chain again, and we're going to do 2 single crochets, 2 chain, and skip 2, 1, 2. Oops, keep trying to go loop over. Okay, pick up a loop, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the last 2 stitches, chain, we just finish with 2 single crochet. Now, although the single crochet, the single chain at the beginning doesn't count as a stitch on this row, it does count. The next chain does count as a stitch. We're doing 3. So when you're doing 3 chain, it counts as a stitch. But if you're just doing the 1 chain, that's not counting as a stitch. So we need to go into that first gap there and into the second gap. So, sorry, we don't need to go into that first gap there. So we actually skip that first gap because this chain here is acting as our first double crochet stitch. So we're going straight into that with a double crochet. So that's effectively 2 double crochet, and then we just chain 2, we skip 2, and then we do 2 double crochet into each of the next 2 single crochets. Do a chain 2, skip the chain, and we go into the next 2 single crochets with 2 double crochets. Chain 2, skip 2, and then we're going to go into the next 2 stitches with 2 2 double crochets. Okay, and that's our second row, and it's just a repeat of that. So let's just do one more repeat. We do a chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, so we are going to work into that first space with a single crochet, and then into the next stitch with a single crochet, and then 2 chain. We skip the 2 chain, we go into the next 2 stitches again with 2 single crochets. Chain 2, skip the chain, into the next stitch and the following stitch with a single crochet. Chain 2, and then into that stitch. Now, because this was a chain which we counted as a stitch, we will be going into the top of the chain, the third chain, with just a single crochet, and that's our first row again. And chain 3, turn. That does count as a stitch, so we skip the first stitch and we go into the second with a double crochet, chain 2, into the next stitch and the following stitch with double crochets. Chain 2, skip the chains, and then into the single crochet and the next single crochet. 2, and then the last one, and that is our grid stitch. A nice easy one again today. Again, it's reversible. You know, you could use this in a rectangular shawl, in a maybe not a blanket, but a nice sort of summery sort of scarf or a summery shawl. If you were using a lightweight yarn, it would certainly look very nice. So that is the grid stitch. If you have any questions, please leave the question in the comments section below, and I will see you next time. If you liked, please give me a thumb, and I'll say bye for now. Take care.